Take two.
Take two.
Hi guys, welcome to Art Farm Studios. It's Shannon here. Just wanted to welcome you into the summer season. Behind me is this season's painting. It's called Awakened from our Sunshine and Grit collection. It's the collaborative pieces that I do with my friend and fellow painter, Yvonne Sanders. I called Yvonne to get her memories of this painting and what she recalled from painting it together. And the main memory that we kind of remembered was that we painted this painting, Awakened, at the same time as we painted the Apocalypse River painting, which was our piece that we launched in October. If you remember the Apocalypse River, it's a bit of a darker theme and it has collaged elements. It's a mixed media. This painting is just acrylic paint on wood. They're both on wood. But the important thing to know is that we were painting them at the exact same time. This one had a very light feel and does have a very light feel compared to the Apocalypse, which is, like I said, a darker theme. It's got a heavier story. When I asked Yvonne what her memory was, she said really that the fact that we were painting them at the exact same time is what makes this painting a little different than our other ones. Most of our collaborations, we just do the one painting and we finish that painting and then we start another painting. This is really the only time that we can remember having two going at the exact same time and starting them at the same time and keeping the middle part at the same time and ending at the same time. So we kind of kept toggling back and forth between the light and the dark. This was interesting because when you're working on one painting, you can kind of still toggle between light and dark. You just go to a different area in the same painting. But this painting, we're actually going to a completely different story, different characters, a different feeling, really. So there were times when it got too heavy, too murky, too dark. So we needed to get to the light. This painting kind of got us through the darkness. This painting gave us a new perspective. So when I look at this painting, it's about that. It's about when you change your perspective, you're awake. You're awakened to new visuals. You're awakened to a whole new world. The main character, this figure here, she has an innocence about her and kind of a purity. She looks like she is sort of waking up. There's this other little figure way in the far distance that almost looks like she's doing the same thing. Like perhaps in this world, there's little nests of little figures. They're just waking up. They're waking up to their own new perspective. This was so magical to paint. It was so fun. Every time we would step away from the Apocalypse side and we would go into the light side, we would giggle and just have so much fun laughing and smiling while we were in this world. We also put in this kind of mythical creature. And again, I think about the symbolism of what mythical creatures even historically represent. It speaks to purity. You know, in mythical history, you know, you don't see a unicorn unless you're a good person. You don't see a fantastical beast unless you are of pure spirit. Even having what's maybe deemed as like a mythical or a wild creature next to her gives a sense of calm. Same with this little nest. You see that she's got this little nest right in her lap. And yes, a nest represents new life, which is kind of what this whole piece is about. But we have birds building a nest at my house right now. And one thing I've noticed is the birds don't build the nest unless the environment feels calm. They're not gonna come build their nest if everything's really super chaotic. So just like being calm to get the wild mythical creature to come towards you close enough where you can touch it. She's got her little hand there touching his fluffy little paw. But just like that, for a bird to build its nest takes a certain sense of trust and peace and serenity and a calm environment. Honestly, this is one of our very favorite paintings that we've painted together. We both love it. We had nothing but joy painting it. And I think with this month, us focusing on the word heart and the word visionary, it takes heart and it takes vision to keep an open mind and to stay open. You can always change your perspective. And there's always a lighter version, a lighter world, a light place to go to, waiting for you whenever you want to go there. Whenever you want to visit, you get to do that. You just have to decide that it's there, because that's the perspective. You won't see it unless you change your perspective. I hope you enjoyed our little awakened storytelling, and the products that we've made are some of my favorites that we've ever made so far. We have a super fun bucket hat. It's reversible. I'm really excited about that. We did a laptop cover, which is the first that we've ever done, trying to get to the feeling where we could show as much painting as possible, and again, creating a place of rest for you, giving you a place to go that's light. Happy art wearing. I'll see you next season. Ciao for now.